Good morning. It's VapeAM. I'm Juicy Jones. You're in Orbital Vaping Headquarters. Sorry, there was a little delay there. And I want to say good morning to all you guys. This is VapeAM, the show where we wake up with Juicy Jones here. And today we're talking about the Monster V3. And we're putting the Chuff Kit on. It's going to be pretty cool. So let's have a vape and a cup of coffee, and then we're going to get right into that. Intro time. I love this. VapeAM Monster V3 Chuff Kit install. Checking it out. Oh yeah. Don't have an intro, but this is better. All right, we're back. Okay, this is pretty cool. So, we got a little bit of channel news, and we're gonna chat with people in the live chat. Get Skeletor on the line to talk about his show yesterday, and just wake up. I want to say hi, good morning to everybody in live chat. Billy, IC Lies, JT Munn, Vaping for Beginners, WTF Vapors, who we're going to call here in a second, Ryan Berman, Owen, of course, Team Baby Clouds. Yum. This is still that AZ swag sauce, 007. 00 focus. It won't do it. Anyway, really good. For all you first-time viewers, if there are any, I want to say hello and thank you. I'm glad you tuned in. I didn't do any posting or pasting into Facebook or the groups or anything, so I kind of forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I just got busy. So, there may be kind of a lowest turnout in chat today, although not so far. I just am so happy to see all you guys. And I hope you have a cup of coffee, because I do. Cappuccino. My Shakespeare mug's dirty. So, I'm excited to get the Chuff Kit install in here. I got a few channel news things to tell you guys. First, I just want to say hi to everybody in chat. How y'all doing? What's going on? What's up? So, Owen liked Skeletor's show, thought it was great, said it was a success. I'm so glad to hear that. Vaping for Beginners says skip the ad. I don't think so. Click on that ad, baby. Is he saying that my mic is too hot? If it is, let me know and I'll turn it down. Hot mic, hot mic? Oh, maybe you're telling me to go. Let's see. Ryan Berman wants to know if the Manhattan V2 or AV Able mod is better. Wow, there's a debate. I'd probably go Able, but ask someone else. And let's see. And IC Lights, Bob W, Ryan Berman, hello, JT Munn. And so, hi you guys. Great to see you. I was just going to tell you guys just a few tiny little channel things. First of all, we're going to talk about Skeletor's show in a second because I got him on Skype. But first of all, you guys asked and I listened, and so I'm trying to put together a list of what it'll cost, but we're going to do a resting bitch face e-liquid group buy. I'm going to make it myself. So I don't have a bottle handy. It's over there in the microscope case. Steeping, but I can make this by just about 1.2 liters at a time, and that's fairly convenient. And so I figure that's about 10 120s. I could probably do 2 batches of it if I had to, but it has to steep about a month. So I think it'd be really cool if we all did it. So it would be too expensive, and I'm gonna go and try to figure out what's going on. I'm so sorry my audio is on. So sorry, y'all. Oh, that was terrible. Please forgive me. I was just trying to get the live chat back up. I accidentally closed the live chat while I was talking to you, which is pretty amateur. Anyway, so resting bitch face, e-liquid, and group buy. We're all going to do it. It should be pretty cool. And I think it shouldn't take me too long to get that info going. So, not too bad. And I can't say exactly how much, but we got to figure out like what strengths you guys want, and we got to figure out also how many people want to even do it at all, and probably, between 5 and 10 at least have said something to me about it, and more people might be interested. And I could probably do some 30s or some 60s maybe, and some 120s, and that would make it go pretty easy. So I don't think it's worth getting 130, to be honest, because I think it's good. So maybe I'll do 60s or 120s or just 120s. And maybe I'll limit it to like 1.2 liters or maybe 2.5 liters for the first batch and then see how it goes. Probably 1.2 just to make it easy. Like Orbital Joe's in. So what I'll do is I'll make a post and you guys can all go chime in and then we'll do a count and then it'll take several weeks, but we'll get it done. It'll be fun. And actually, another thing I was going to say is that Skeletor and I were just talking about this, but my brother from another mother recipe, the second flavor, is still in testing, but God, this is delicious. So good. And so I figure I might do these too. I don't know. Maybe next time. Not sure. Yeah, so, yeah, April says she'd like to try. No, Scranton Soap's here. Good. Nice to see you, buddy. And maybe he'll want to try it too. He's a much better mixologist than I am, let me tell you. In fact, I'm almost out of that Scranton Soaps you sent me, but it's really good. Yeah. Robbie VapeShop Live asked why I don't send out just base mixes, and it's just because I don't want to. I don't want to make it base mixes. I'd rather just make it the way I make it, and then I can do any nick. And then I'm guessing most people want 3, and I make it for myself at 1.5, so I'm probably going to do it at 1.5 and 3. I think so. Okay. Oh, and Resting Bitch Face is like a strawberry cream, or strawberry milk, depending on who you talk to. We'll see what Skeletor says about which one he believes it is, milk or cream. I'm sorry about the audio flubs, by the way. I always hate that. Okay, let me get Skeletor up here, by the way. Yeah, because the next thing I want to talk about, is the fact that Vaping Down to Dust Saturday, we're doing a DIY show. Not sure what we're making, but we'll talk to you about it. And let's get Skeletor on and talk to him about what's up. Skeletor, are you there?
I am indeed. I
Boom.
am indeed. What the fuck is going on, y'all?
He's doing his thing. Cool. Nice. Well, that's cool. So how'd your show go? I saw it. I know how it went.
Yeah, I know. You know how it went. I thought it went well. A couple things that, you and I spoke about afterwards that I'm going to work on and change, and I'm going to tweak here, tweak there. Next week, I've got a couple cool things that I've got lined up, and, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited.
I thought it went well.
I did too. Everybody else thinks it went well too, and yeah, I guess it did.
I'm excited. The other thing, yeah, that's right. Yesterday was the first day we had more than one broadcaster on. So I'm also working on getting the website going. And that's fun. And I'm trying to feature things like smoke-free radio and other stuff like that. So it's great. Yeah, and then some people are chiming in about the resting bitch face, like 1.5 or 3, and then let's see. Someone's saying that we can't hear somebody. Oh, Skeletor's volume is very low. Okay.
And you sound just a tad hot. You're cracking at the top end.
Yeah. So as we talk here, I'll just go up and down, and he'll tell us what's up. Okay, good. All right. You guys keep in mind it takes 40 seconds for the delay to come, so you actually see it 40 seconds after we've said it. So we got to keep our eyeball on it. We'll try. Thanks for the help.
I got my eye on chat.
Always love the help with the audio. It isn't always easy to get that right. Actually, what it is that it's really expensive to get it right, and I just don't have all the hardware to get that done. Yeah. All right.
Sounds like they're catching when I told you were hot.
Maybe so. All right. Well, we should be doing better now. I turned myself way down. So maybe they'll say the opposite in a moment. So I'm pretty excited that that your show went well. I was really glad. And I can't wait to get the website going. That way we'll have a place to put all our videos and stuff that isn't just the front of YouTube and getting rearranged by Facebook. Facebook loves to rearrange your stuff and hide it. And hey B-Man, hey Rhonda, everybody who joined us in chat. It's VapeAM at 6:20 right now, and in just a few minutes we're going to get started on the Monster V3 Chuff install. In fact, I better start looking for the tools and stuff. I got my screwdrivers and all my pliers. I got a mod that'll fire anything right here with some batteries in it, and a big bottle of RBF. Yummy. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say is that next week we're going to do a standalone live review show at some time and do probably Nubla Vapors or the Liquid Sky. And then, one or the other. Then the next couple of weeks we're going to get those knocked out. And whatever else you guys want too. I know that Skeletor is going to keep looking at that Dovephobe 1.5, Guardian 1.5 version 2. Mm-hmm. And indeed. I am going to do a review of this Spartan's 300 watt temperature control box mod, and I'll give you I showed you guys the unboxing of this, those of you who saw it on Facebook, and it's funny because it has a I wish I would come across. Maybe I can go to the desk view and it'll look better. Think that'll work. Like my desk is a fucking mess right now, but if you check out this, perceptive viewers will tell us what it's doing here. That's pretty cool, actually. Anyway, gonna do a review of this probably next week, and never forget the chameleon. I have to do the chameleon because I like this little guy, and I'm finally ready to do it. Used it about 2 weeks, actually a week now, and then it will have been 2 weeks. So there we go.
So you're actually starting to like the chameleon?
Yeah, I never disliked it. Or at least I don't remember disliking it. It's good.
I think it was more that the color wasn't changing on the build that you were doing with the mod. I know you put a series build in there and have been rocking it on the Cricket. Has it been changing really well on the Cricket?
Well, we'll talk all about that in the review, won't we?
Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Oh, I do have one question. I saw Scranton's in the chat earlier. I wonder if the waffle closed and how it went.
Yeah, or does it close tomorrow? Chime in, buddy. That's a good question. Because you guys don't forget that on our last episode, we linked into his waffle that he was doing for charity, which is a very good thing.
Coffee and clouds right at the bottom.
And you guys, and he'll chime in here in a second, but you guys can go and check out his mods for a cause. And what he does is he takes donations of kit and gives it to people who need it.
Sounds like looks like my volume needs to go up still.
All right. Normally it'd be good that we can't hear you. Just kidding. I mean, right. it could be you too, because you're actually maxed on my end. So, I mean, it might be some problem over there. I'm not sure.
Let me check my volume levels real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I appreciate the feedback, guys. It's always nice on the live show to get it right. I'd rather hear it earlier than let it go on.
No doubt. I'm maxed out in Skype on my audio.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
You're definitely as loud as you can go here. All right.
Oh, yeah, but...
So...
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's going on. And for you guys who are wondering, I can't adjust his volume anymore. Just one of those things. Today it decided not to do it.
Check one, check.
Yeah. So you had a monster, didn't you, Skeletor?
I did a while ago. I'm not exactly... Oh yeah, that's right. I traded it to Cloud Beast. But I had a V2. I didn't have a V3.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It was very nice though. It had the glass chuff and everything like that. Let's see.
Okay, well, we'll give that a shot.
Oh, what JT said?
I think your microphone is... Something's wrong with it. Anyway, no time to troubleshoot that. We're live on the show, so...
Yeah, no doubt.
Gotta keep on trucking.
Levels on my end, but
right.
We'll keep trucking.
So, I'm pretty stoked that we're going to round 2 with the monster. To me, the monster is a little bit of a strange creature. It seems like it came out at a weird time. Like, I think that it feels like a little bit of a dated thing. It does have good flavor, and that's nice. But if for people who are thinking that the monster is going to be something that's like a griffin or an aromomizer or something like that, I think they'll definitely be disappointed because it isn't like that. It is like a sub tank, like a sub tank mini, and you can put crazy verticals and stuff like that in it because it has such a high chimney. But ultimately, wham! Ultimately, your video went completely weird on Skype. Oh, you're back. But ultimately, the deck is still just a little like single hole K-funny deck where you trap the lead with the screw. So you can it really limits the kinds of builds you can put on here, although there's plenty of room. Now, there's no doubt you can put crazy claptons and verticals and stuff on here, but the airflow ultimately limits it because it goes through this base hole and then has to go perpendicularly around. The air goes in here and then has to go around the 510 and back up through there up to the top of the chuff. So this on its setting right here, it's actually very good flavor, but I find it just a wee bit turbulent. So we're going to put the chuff in here and see what happens. I've never done this, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put a rubber mat down because I just usually do stuff like that. It is a really nice large tank. Damn, someone says, damn Skeletor and his dial-up, lol. Yeah, I know, right? Like he just addressed this and got new internet and everything. And it shouldn't be acting weird.
I wonder if it's possibly the X-Split.
I think what it is that Skype is not a predictable tool, and I know what tools to use, but it's going to cost money and time and effort to deploy them,
right?
And not just effort and time that I don't have. So I guess the cool thing would be that if everyone decides that if it really gets to be a problem, then we'll raise money and get the hardware to stream the audio better.
Indeed.
Okay, so I also forgot I have this 10mm X-Tank 2 to review as well for you guys. It's an RTA. The version 2, X-Tank 4.0 version 2 is an RTA, not like the other one.
That 10mm thing.
It's full of resting bitch face right now, and it's really delicious. That is so good. Yeah, Rhonda. Maybe Rhonda in chat is saying that she's disparaging about her building skills, and I would say just keep practicing. And it takes a lot of time. At least I'm still terrible at it. Trust me, absolutely horrible. I'm the worst builder in the universe. So we're going to take this apart and put in the chuff. I'm going to grab. I have a little thing full of screwdrivers here and my tweezers. So I'm going to grab a Phillips small one.
Yeah, Rhonda says that it's her eyes and her hands that are making it really difficult for her to build. I tell you what, Rhonda, here's the thing. My hands are so jacked up that half the day I can't use them. I found that the Coil Master Kit, I thought I had it sitting here. I guess I don't. The Coil Master Build Kit that's got the little jigs that you can twist. If you pick up one of those, are pretty inexpensive for just the coil jig itself.
Well, I guess we should ask if she already owns one of those.
No, we should. We should. If you do, please let us know. If not, pick one up because it's worth it.
Yeah, and frankly, I hate to say it, but I use my magnifying glass.
That's what Bob just said. Jig can help in magnifying glasses, and that's true. Juicy, you and I both have those magnifying glasses that sit on our head. I use that often as well. I've had one of those since I was in the ammo business.
Yeah, these are fun, and they make you look crazy as shit, which I love.
I feel like I'm
love it.
I feel like I'm on Ghostbusters 2 when Sigourney Weaver's character looks up from the painting and she's got those glasses on, the magnifiers on.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at yourself in a camera or something, your eyeballs look really big.
So basically, this thing will unscrew with the 510. Are you going to focus for me? I'm going to be a fucker all day. Ow. And mine is cheap, so it falls down on my head and hurts real bad. Talk about cheap. So, one of the things is get a mod tall enough to work on too that's stable you can turn off and work on, or get a 521 tab or a base of some kind. Let's see. By the way, you guys haven't told me if the audio is better yet.
They
Okay.
haven't complained.
Yeah, not yet. They will. Oh, they will. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to configure this. So it's on autofocus, but we turn off autofocus. So this has basically got a 510 attached right through to the positive post. So I'm going to grab the flathead, unscrew that little guy.
While you do that, I'm going to get a refill on coffee. I shall return.
Sure. So first we're disassembling this. And then we're going to open up the Chuff Kit. Yeah, and it's coming off of there. Oops, I better move this out of the way. It's weird that I could be really loud. Okay, tell me. Is that like a lot better on my audio? Like a lot better? Because I just made a change that I think was fairly significant. Hey Justin, man. Great to see you. By the way, it's about 6:30. This is VapeAM. I'm Juicy Jones. We're taking apart the Monster V3 and we're putting in the Chuff Kit today, for those of you who are wondering. And I'm just sitting here pulling out the 510 and the positive post. And we were just adjusting my audio. I really appreciate y'all's help on this. Thank goodness for y'all. What the hell would I do without you? Oh, Mike Pavia says it's better. Thank you. I know what I did wrong. And forgive me, my ride is here, the police. This thing has like the super shortest 510 pin. It just came out of there. And I presume that's for, I don't know what that's for, but anyway. Now I'm gonna keep disassembling. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm working on stuff, I get little silicone bowls to work on, to put little parts in. So this is how I keep track of little pieces to atomizers. I get bright colored silicone kitchen bowls. Like I have another one here that I've got coils in. And I have a dog bowl here that's collapsible that I put stuff in. I used this when I was a carpenter. It was in my tool bag and I would put screws in it. And then I would just fold it back up and stick it back in my bag. Most useful thing in the world. Pro tip from Orbital Vaping Headquarters to you. Alright, so I don't rightly know ouch, it did it again. I'm taking this off. That's fun, but that's not a broadcast tool, if you know what I mean. So I just poked that through just a little bit, and it's coming out. And that ceramic, that little piece of ceramic, the insulator, is also going to come off, or the new one will sit on it. It's important not to lose it, but this should pull just right out of there. Just giving it some firm pressure. That does take a lot of pulling, but it's coming out. I got my thumb on the ceramic insulator to make sure it doesn't pop off when I pull that thing out. And I'm pulling on this thing real hard. Real hard. Some of you might be tempted to use pliers, but I say do not do that. This is gold plated. Although I even might be tempted here in a moment. Yeah, in fact, by the way, y'all, join me on Snapchat. I'm on there all the time. It's Juicy Jones HQ on Snapchat. I love Snapchat. It's fucking fun. I've been trying to get people to join me on there lately. It's not like I'm on there 24/7, but I like it and I get on there. Okay, so I'm having a little more trouble. I'm just looking at this now. I got my towel to give me a little bit more purchase with my finger to get that out of there. And there it is. So as you see, the way this works is there's an air channel that connects to the 510. That air channel sits perpendicular to the airflow here. And here's the positive post. And that's what I think is kind of weird about the airflow, is that it has a weird turbulence that I don't find particularly pleasant. And we'll see that later. But anyway, the Chuff Kit ought to address that. So I'm taking this. Let's go to a slightly longer view here on the desk. And I'll open Chuff Kit, which is this little guy right here.
I'm back.
Hi, Skeletor.
Hello.
So here's the Chuff Kit box. I see Lai shared the show. Thanks. That's fun. Yeah, that'd be fun if people came in. I like this. I like this monster. It has incredibly good flavor, and anybody. It isn't suitable for mouth to lung, in my opinion. But anybody who wants just a regular sub tank, you know, who vapes at a half ohm or a quarter ohm. My beard needs to be trimmed just a little bit right there. A half ohm or a quarter ohm is really going to like this. So the Chuff Kit consists of 4 parts. It's a new top ring, a new top chuff adapter instead of a drip tip, and a drip tip. This is the 510 adapter, sorry, and a chuff adapter, and a new positive post with a wider bore, and a piece of ceramic. So let me just see if I can't get that out of here using a small, itty bitty, little tiny screwdriver. This one is the same as the other one, basically, but it just has a much fatter bore inside the middle. Basically, it's bored out more. So we're going to need the chuff adapter, which is so freaking hard to get out of this container. I say I'm using a screwdriver. And these 2 parts would be used if you use a drip tip. I'll show you. This is just a new... Actually, we're going to need this. This is cool. This is the new top. And this screws in directly to the chimney. And this just screws onto the top of the plastic tank. So, there we go.
And apparently they can hear me now. Hello, everybody.
Oh, yeah, I fixed the audio while you were gone. I figured out what was wrong. It was my fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was totally my fault. Totally my fault.
Brett says due November 10th. So it was confirmed, sir. I know we had a conversation the other day about it, but
about what?
Congratulations. Brett and his wife Brenda, with whom I've known for over 20 years, are expecting.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations, Brett. That's killer. That is killer. Ooh, Justin Mann says he's about to be smoke-free for 20 weeks on Saturday. That is so killer, buddy. I'm proud of you. That is killer. Epic. That is what it is all freaking about.
So, okay, I'm looking at the calendar myself, and today's the 28th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am 9 days away from my 1-year anniversary.
That's cool.
It's Saturday of the first Saturday of May.
How cool is that? What are you going to do?
I don't know. I might do something live during the day after, like in the afternoon, evening time. Maybe.
Yeah, Ron McGee's asking about the tank. Yeah, this has a plastic tank. That's one thing about the Monster that kind of bugs me, is that you spend so much money for a plastic tank, and it's a threaded tank, so they chose to do that. I mean, you have to screw it down so fucking tight, and I guess replace them a lot.
I had the glass what is it, the glass bell cap for my V2 as well. That was pretty nice, but it wasn't my thing. That style of vaping just isn't, my bag. Never really did like the K-Fun style build deck because my hands wouldn't really allow me to maneuver because, let's face it, it used to be a tiny deck, and at least that's what she said, and my hands are so massive. It was
Okay,
just
so
difficult.
I got the ceramic retainer for the old one out. I got the old pin out, and now I'm putting in the new wider ceramic insulator on here. Oops, and I just popped it over here towards the other side of the desk. And I'm just trying to get that in there. Conk, 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 conk. Without chipping it or anything. I presume this is ceramic. I would have much preferred the bell cap for this. Definitely. Because the plastic tank is fine. It's completely functional. There isn't a darn thing wrong with this thing, but it does have a limited lifespan because you're only going to screw it and unscrew it so many times before it's going to fail. So now I'm pushing this down inside there, and then I'll put the screw back in there. This takes quite a bit of force. There we go. It's in. And push it until it's totally flush. Little gold-plated Chuff adapter. So now we have a much, much wider channel down inside there. This is basically like a Griffin without real posts. So if you don't mind winding on screws, it's roughly, but the airflow on this probably is not the same. So here is our little baby screw. Right here. Yeah. So now we're ready to build.
Yay!
And I've got the other two pieces. So this one can just go on because this is now just a cap that will trap the chuff tip inside the chimney. In there. Yeah, groovy. Oh, I'm so silly. I was so wrong. This part is absolutely mandatory. This is not a 510. This is the new chimney top. I'm such an idiot. Of course, this is the new absolutely necessary supercritical piece. We take off the old chimney top and give it a quick wipe. I rinsed this out, but I forgot to take this one part apart. And then we screw in the new one with the kick-ass monster logo on the top, because the monster logo, let's face it, is badass. What person
It
doesn't?
reminds me of Thundercats.
Yeah, who doesn't think that? I think it's amazing. What I like about this thing is, like I vape on this thing all the time. The flavor is all dialed in, and it has a 3.5 or 4 mil tank. I think it's 3.5. Look at the size of that freaking chimney. Jesus. That's crazy sauce. So now you put this thing together. I'm just trying to get the threading on there right. And I'm not succeeding. This ought to be easier. There we go. That is a crazy chimney. So it's really made for verticals, obviously, right?
I would think so.
So, yeah, and unfortunately, this is great, but you lose a little tank capacity because you're eating up, a lot more of the tank with this huge chimney. But who cares? Not a huge deal. Wish I had the bell cap, and that's pretty cool. So now we got that. Let's pop this on the old VapeAM. The Jabo. Jabo.
The V-Smec?
VapeAM. Jabo. And let's turn our autofocus into something cooler like that right there. Don't move it, Juicy. Leave it there. And I don't know what I'm going to build. Let's look at how much space we have here. I have basically all the space I want. Literally unlimited vertical space. There is no limit to the vertical space. So anything that'll fit in there, I can put in. So,
Do you like a 50 wrap vertical coil?
lol. No, because I don't want to bend the leads from the top to the bottom and watch them
Yeah,
break
right.
off all morning long and have people send me emails about what a shitty builder I am. Thanks, Skeletor. Set me up to fail there, buddy. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I think I have a hold of myself now.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
right.
what, that wood wrap does look really good.
Oh, of course. Of course. And JT1 points out that this thing is indeed old, and yeah, I mean, the point behind this is they've made 3 revisions of it, and they keep on supporting it, and they haven't just let it go, and so they obviously intend for it to be taken seriously today, because they keep on updating it, and it also still costs $100, and the Chuff Kit's like $40 or $30 or something, isn't it? Like, this is one of those things where you're supposedly paying for a premium product, so that's why we're talking about it.
I'm not exactly sure about how much it costs, because like I said before, it wasn't my bag, so I haven't done the research.
They're expensive, Skeletor. I mean, you can buy clones that suck, of course. Anyone can do that, but these are not cheap. These are not team cheap. These are good. I mean, not good, but they're expensive. They are good, actually. But that's the whole point, is that, something like this, you could make the argument that for this money, you shouldn't have to buy the 3rd revision of it, but I haven't looked into replacement parts. They might have reasonable ones for all I know. These are all very valid issues.
Well, I saw James was in chat earlier. Maybe he knows.
Yeah, he would. Hi, Alex. Alex Showthoughts is here, too. That's great.
Okay, Pasta. Alex, good to see you. Good to see you.
Bong, gong, 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 gong. So, I really don't have any ideas. Do I have any single coils sitting around that are cool? This one's kind of amazing. I wonder if that would even work in here. It's too wide for that. I could do it vertical, but it's too narrow. I think I need a 3mm something or other. Clapton-y. Some Clapton-y, Clapton.
James says it's a C-Note, brand new.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah, but the replacement parts is what we were wondering if there are any, and if it's if there are, what the pricing is on them. Yeah. Is it decent?
Because like the Twisted Messes, for example, best replacement parts prices ever. They're cheap. You can rebuild your Twisted Messes really cheap. They are very smart about that. If you're going to pay that much money for it, then hey, let's call James Reeves and make him talk to us.
Yeah, James, we're going to make you talk to us. Yeah. And stuff.
That'd be fun. Because James is the one who sent me this thing, and he is such an awesome person. And he works at there he is. He works at Vapors Gardendale. And just out of the goodness of his heart, he sends me his personal stuff sometimes, just to play with and test.
Punk Junior Vapes.
That's right. So here's this. I'm getting my winding tool out. I've decided to go. I guess I could go 3. I guess I'm going to go 2.5mm, but I could go 3 just to try. I think people intend. This is my Coil Master kit, by the way, brought to you by Coil Master. It isn't brought to you by Coil Master. Coil Master, please sponsor this channel and give us stuff to send to people like Rhonda who need these. I already own it. There's my call to Coil Master.
The Coil Master jig, I mean, it's great.
Indispensable.
I thoroughly enjoy it, or
any jig. You have to get a jig. You don't have to, but it's easier.
It's so much simpler. I mean, if you can get a good twist on it, it doesn't really take much to get that coil to wrap. And I mean, I've wrapped parallels, I've wrapped stage. I don't wrap parallel Claptons because that's just too big. I use my drill for that. But
hey, there's in chat. There's Milkman John. Hi, man. Morning.
Hello, Milkman.
Did we not get James? He never showed up. That's fine. Guy has a life. He's probably going to work or something. Give him a break.
This time, James. This time.
Lol. you could be next.
Boom, boom, boom.
And there's a lot of valid questions in the chat about spending this much money on a tank that's plastic.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that's completely valid. So what should I do, like 6 wraps? Just regular Clapton wire for fun?
Yeah, why not? So, what's your
Maybe
core
5.
wire?
It's 26/32. Super boring. Which actually
Single or
vape's
fused?
great. Single?
Yeah, 5, 6 wraps.
I think
Why
I'm
not?
gonna do a, yeah, I haven't decided. 5 or 6. I'll figure it out when I put it on there, see how wide it is.
Well, let me.
So I just wrapped it.
What millimeter are you using?
2.5. Just for you guys to see, I took a little piece of Clapton wire, I stuck it through my jig, and I always wrap a couple of extra wraps. Thank you, Phil Basardo. Because Phil Basardo knows these things. And and I'm pushing on it with my finger, you can wrap it with the jig too, but I just use my hands. And put a few extra wraps in it, and then pull it out, and then turn it around, and put it back on there, and then use your pliers to take a couple of wraps out.
What resistance are you wanting to hit, Juice?
I don't really care.
Don't care. Okay.
Nope. Do not care. Somewhere between 0.3 and 0.6, actually, is what I was thinking, and I think I'll get there. There we go. And this particular device, it's crossways, so I'll have to take half of one of these wraps out. So that's plenty good. I'll just wrap one of them halfway back around with my fingers. And on these kinds of RTA, excuse me, with opposing posts, you just want to make sure that your wires sit across each other so you can lay that little sucker right down there. And this one's kind of springy because it's like fresh Clapton wire. And yeah, we're doing pretty good. All I've got to do is trap those. So it's pretty easy. I think I'm going to have to unscrew them a little more. Magical screwdriver. Ba 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 ba.
All right. I'm actually interested to see what the resistance is going to be. How many wraps are you doing?
Ba 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 ba. 6.5.
6.5 wraps.
And I might do 5. I'm having a problem. I might do 4.5. I'm having a problem with one of these. It doesn't want to compress correctly. Maybe because I wrapped it loose. It's gapping, which I don't mind too much. This isn't a huge deal. And there's a slight debate going on in the
Chat?
chat about the chat. Excuse me. Good morning. Just about prices and stuff, and that always comes up. You know, I'm actually a fan. I'm not at all opposed to spending tons of money on good equipment at all. Not a bit.
Me either.
Not a bit. If you need to spend $200 on the RTA that works for you, spend it. But all I want to make sure of is that there's support afterwards, and I can get replacement parts, and it makes sense and that kind of stuff. That's usually my concern. And so I'd like to know if this one has decent replacement parts and the like. I actually do not know that. I presume it does. I'm sure James would tell us if he were on the horn.
He's in chat. He said he's here if we need him. You want to give him a ring?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's okay, James. Here, I'll stop what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I want to. That's weird to do that handed. Okay, there we go. Add people to this call. James Reeves. Hey, buddy. Hey, bro.
Good morning.
Good morning, James.
What's going on, sir?
Sorry, I called you kind of early before.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm cruel.
And unusual.
I was asleep.
Oh, good for you. Good morning. I was just building on the thing here. On the monster.
I was watching.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Good.
Not really.
Yeah. I mean, I know you sent it to me because you were like, yeah, whatever. Oh, look, I just dropped the freaking screw down inside the 510.
Yep, done that.
Oh,
job.
my God, that's funny.
All right, I got some prices for everybody.
Oh, that's killer.
The Monster V3, the one that you have, the stainless is now $75,
Okay, that's a much better price.
but
Yeah.
they're sold out.
Okay.
No, of course.
The Monster V3 Chuff Kit, the one that you have, is $25.
Okay.
They have a Monster V3 Glass Chuff Kit, which shortens the tank,
Wait.
which is $30.
Is it wider?
No.
Shortens the tank? I mean, it
It
already
shortens
gets
the tank.
small. Okay, all right, well, still glass is better.
And then they have like a smother of like replacement tank sections, $6 a piece. You know, polished Summit District 5X 528 custom cap, $35. And
So
then
it
they
sounds
have
like
other for
the
$5.
different caps and everything that they have with it are decently priced at about, you know, at
Yeah.
30 some odd dollars, but the replacement parts are under 10. That sounds decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
can deal with
replacement
that.
parts aren't killing me, actually. I expected it to be worse, but okay.
Like the replacement center pins are $10.
But it really does come back to the fact that is it the tank worth buying in the first place? And I don't think so. Do you?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I do. The flavor is so good. It really is good, but it's not that great to build on.
Not for what they want for it.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, an avocado is $30. Compete with that.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like, everyone compete with the avocado at $30 or the Griffin at 35. But the avocado just owns.
But they have a silver one. They have a limited edition blacked out one. They have a white one, and they have a gold one.
So, I definitely like this, but I don't love it. So I'm not sure that if I lost this, I would run out and get another one. Like you sent me this one, and I'm not sure. Although I like the vape on it, I'm not honestly sure if I would go get another one if I broke it or whatever.
Yeah. If aliens came down and took all my vape gear, would you go buy it? No.
Yeah.
Nope.
If Fallen Skies came to pass, would this be one of the devices I would take into the alien ship?
No, I would take a nuclear bomb.
I would take something that I can convert their power into charging 18650s.
That'd be awesome.
Right? Or USB, and then I would take my DNA 200 with all the batteries.
Right.
Having a little trouble trapping this Clapton.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it is. It is a pain. This is only the third or fourth time I've done this, and every other time I've used regular wire, and it was only a little bit easier, to be honest. It's not that bad, though. The problem is that their pancake head screws have too small of heads. All they gotta do is make them larger. Like, why use screw heads this small?
Yeah, I give up on all the other stuff. And like the picture I posted on Instagram with the vertical fuse Clapton in it, I couldn't get the leads to trap. It's just sitting on there.
Lol.
Just like the picture.
Yeah, I was going to say that I don't like trapping stuff this way, and I don't mind. I really do like the idea of the humongous vertical that it gives you the possibility of, but I just am so annoyed by the idea of having to trap these freaking. It's hard enough with these. I wouldn't think I guess I'll try vertical sometime here pretty soon, but I don't have much hope.
It's nice if you use like 26 gauge.
Yeah. Well,
And then
my
just when
dog's
you go to
gonna.
wrap around the screw, you like completely wrap it around the screw. That makes it a lot easier.
Oh, do you think I should screw in the 510 if I'm going to check the resistance? Or should I just expect this thing to magically arc from
Yeah,
the
it's not gonna do
atomizer?
anything.
That was just a little joke. That was a rhetorical question. Forgot to put on the 510. Okay.
Oh, I know. I was watching. I wasn't going to say anything.
And this thing isn't hybrid safe, is it?
No. I don't
God,
think
look at that. You guys in chat tell me if you would put that in your hybrid mod. I wouldn't. Dude. Wow. That is, whoa.
I'm waiting to catch up in chat. Or not in chat, on YouTube to see the 510 pin.
I was thinking it was showing the picture without the pin in it.
I should have. Okay, here we go. We're at 1.1 ohms.
Hell no.
Ooh, awesome.
Oh, no.
1.1 ohms will be good. I got my resistance all wrong. I was going from 0.3 to 0.6, but that's because I put so many wraps on, and I forgot that I usually do duals.
I was off too. How many rafts did you say it was?
6.5, I think, or 5.5. Hold on, 1, 2.
Yeah.
It's 7.5 wraps. I counted wrong.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, it's 7 o'clock. It's VapeAM. I'm Juicy Jones, and that's Skeletor Vapes, and that's Punk Jr. Vapes, and we're talking about the Chuff Kit adapter on the Monster V3 deck today.
Indeed. Well,
Wow.
I'm wondering once you clip those leads, what it's going to ohm out at.
It'll go up, especially when I wick it.
Uh-huh.
So this could be a really, really good flavor build. Okay. My dog is over there at the door, and any moment she's going to start barking because she's like, why haven't you magically noticed me without me having to say anything?
Yeah, right? You're not doing a live show called VapeAM or anything,
I don't watch your fucking show, Dad.
right?
There she is. Okay. I'm not waiting. Excuse me, guys. You go, girl. Go on.
Snappy, snappy.
Yeah. Too smart for that. Sorry about that, guys. So good morning to everybody who just came in. Hey, Travis. Hey, Mr. Cobrafire. And Billy, JT, of course, you guys have been here a while. And it's just great to see everybody. Thanks for coming to the show. I'm just going to trim these leads. And because this is one of these trap-style ones that has a screw-on cap on the top, you have to trim them very carefully so that they don't touch the side. And it's an unholy pain. Am I right, guys?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Mike is right, though. It's a drilled out coupon.
It's a what? A drilled out K-Fun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
absolutely.
asked
That's
in-
absolutely what this is. Absolutely.
Somebody asked in chat earlier, I think it was Rondo, why K-Funds are so damn expensive.
Because they're
I can
really well
actually answer
made.
that one.
Yeah, answer it.
They are designed and made in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Germans don't use crappy material. They
That's right.
plan everything out.
They don't do shitty job. They'll give you another one if it's
Yes.
fucked up. I mean, everything
They
about
have
them
like a
is.
lifetime warranty.
Mhm.
Everything is like milled to perfection. In my
Yeah,
K-Fun
look at that.
V3, I will tell you it is a clone, but it's a 1-to-1 clone. And I took it apart yesterday to clean it. There was 15 different parts to my K-Fun.
Yeah. And look at this. This is my Typhoon GT2. This is not a clone. And this thing is nice. And you have to own it to know why. And it just has to do with everything that fits in it, everything about it, when you touch it, when you use it, when you unscrew it. It is really well made. It's amazing. This is no clone, I can tell.
I wish I still had my authentic V4. It has a sheet that comes with it. It's a part sheet, and the K-Fun V4 has 48 parts.
Jesus Christ.
Here's my Earl
That's
Konigan.
ridiculous.
Listen to the Earl Konigan top spin. Hold on. This is off, all the way tightened. Just flick it, like it's done. Then you turn it down one notch. Like this thing is amazing, and this is made in Austria. These people are master craftsmen. I'm the one who ruined the plastic. Don't worry. Look, it's number 99. And it's everything about this thing is amazing. Sorry, I just hit the camera. But not everything expensive is worth it, obviously. But when you buy European stuff, a lot of the stuff that, you know, the reviewers and other people have said is good, and it happens to be expensive, is fucking good.
Mhm.
And it costs money. And they don't send their workers to China. They don't do a crappy job. And they warranty stuff, and they throw away bad ones. And they charge what it costs to make them.
Yeah. Svomesto is the people that make the K-Fun.
What's their name?
What they do is that the Svomesto,
There you go.
Svoemesto, I think.
Maesto, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. They when they're coming out with a new design, they'll design it for however long it takes, and then they'll make a couple, and then they'll test it. And if they don't like something, they change that one part, and then they test it. And then if they don't like something else that doesn't go with that, then they change it and test it, and then they change it and test it until they come out with what they think is the perfect thing with absolutely no flaws.
Yeah. And this is a big difference between Chinese and European manufacturers. Who's doing the testing for the Chinese manufacturers?
Reviewers and public.
Exactly, we are.
Pretty much.
And we're paying for them. So be critical. You can expect more out of like Provari and out of the other European manufacturers. They try to do a better job. Okay, I'm just going to put some cotton through this. I guess I could test fire it, but I don't really want to. I'm at 1.1. I'll just make sure it's coming from the middle.
To test for hot spots.
Yep. It's got a little bit of one. I'm just going to give it a little rake. Yeah, it starts on a, oh, look at that. It's like, hot leads, hot leads. I should have made it space. It would have been easier, but it's all good. Yeah, there we go. Looking good. That was fast. Okay, gonna let it cool off for 2 seconds and pick our cotton bacon V2. Okay, I figured out what I'm going to use.
That was quick.
Yeah. That's what I use. I love my cotton bacon V2. I love it. I love it. And good morning, everybody. God, why am I not vaping? You guys get to do all the vaping. I'm sitting here doing all this work, clicking buttons and talking.
Oh my.
I know you wish I would shut up, but...
No.
I don't know, I'm just finally catching up in YouTube.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm just reading chat.
Good. What's going on in chat? Tell me. Because I'm sitting here watching my build. I'd love to know what's going on in chat. ProVape is a U.S. company. There you go.
Shoot, breeze.
I thought ProVape was the American version of Provari, aren't they? Isn't that an Italian company?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I could be wrong, though. Or,
yeah. I'm sure you're right, actually. I should know that. Aren't they from Florida?
ProVape, yes.
Yeah, I did know that. I guess I just spaced it. Thank you.
I've got a towel around here. Oh, it's in the laundry. It's dirty. A ProVape towel, hand towel.
I'm so glad. Yeah, they're great. And they also get something right. That's what they aim to do. They aim to get it right. They don't want to freaking get it wrong. Oh, look, I have a nice thick piece of cotton bacon sitting right here, all ready for something itty-bitty like this. Oh my God, I'm prophetic. I love it when I have a perfectly clean scrap sitting around. That's exactly right.
Awesome.
So... you've wicked this more times than I have, James. The way I do it is I do it so that it trims down and the ends of the wick are thin, but they just touch the bottom of that little trough right there. They don't stick out. They just touch it. Like if it's an L, they come down and they stop. Is that what you do too? Okay, good.
Yes.
That's my technique. That's how I wick the Earl Konigan. That's what Satiris taught me. And Satiris is a master of building. And I thought that tone of voice would be the way to discuss that. And I credit Satiris, my friend Satiris, for teaching me about wicking and about approaching wicking, because I just started doing this stuff last fall and summer. And he really was the guy who sat down with me in person the first several times. And the first thing I ever built on, except for my Subtank Mini and a couple of shitty RDAs clones, was the Earl Konigan, which is extremely challenging. And just from what he taught me during that and about how wicks work and all that, it's really helped me. Like, I got the avocado like that, first time. And I've been telling other people how to wick that because I understand. Because I credit Satiris because he informed me with all of what I know about how cotton works and all that stuff.
It sounds like we were incorrect, Juicy. ProVape is in your neck of the woods.
Seattle?
Washington.
Washington?
I'm not exactly sure where in Washington, but Mike Pavia in chat just said they were located in Washington. I thought they were here.
That's ultra exciting. Now, some people like to get these wet before they start this, but I like to just stick it down there and see where we're at. I think I might have cut these a little tiny bit short, actually, but what I'll do is, well, maybe not. No, because the cotton always stretches an itty bitty teeny bit, no matter what anyone says. So what I've got to do is get this in here, and it's not a griffin. I'm going to have to trim this down. How much did you take off of yours, James? I've been taking about half of the width of my stuff out. Did you even measure? Did you just start trimming?
No, I just made it to where it touched the top of the deck and like left the hole.
You left it fat, huh?
Yeah, I just left it fat.
No wonder I like my vape more than you do. No, I'm just kidding. Just joking. I might try your technique.
No, I just left it fat because there's so much room in the chimney that I wasn't worried about it. And
You know, I think I'm going to do that because, in retrospect, I have noticed a tiny amount of gurgling and stuff. It's never gotten to the threshold of any kind of like spit back.
yeah,
But my technique did certainly lead to wetness. So killer. God, I got that perfect, I think. We'll see in a minute, right? I'm going to eat these words every time. And I know what I'm going to put in here. AZ Swag Sauce 007.
I will give you a hint.
What?
Or I think when you go to put your chimney on, make sure you take the top part of the chimney off.
Yeah, because there's a little lip on that.
Straighten up your cotton, it won't be so long of a far down to reach.
That's good. Because with the small chimney, great tip. With the small chimney, you couldn't do that anyway. You know what I mean? It was like this little tiny thing.
Because it will kind of turn your cotton and all that when you screw that thing down.
Indeed.
Yeah, it will.
Indeed. And for those of you who are just tuning in, Juicy is building on his Monster V3 that he got from James, who's also with us in chat. And it sounds like he's going to make me jealous and vape some 007 swag sauce.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got the Chuff Kit installed.
And yeah, this definitely is not for the impatient builder. As you guys see, Juicy probably started about 45 minutes ago building on this, and he's just now juicing up.
Oh, the truth is, though, that somebody good could do this in 5 minutes. I mean, I'm literally the world's worst builder. Plus, we take vape breaks. I blame you.
Vape breaks
Just
are
kidding.
It's my fault.
Yeah, just kidding.
It's my fault. I make everybody take vape breaks.
Okay, let's check it out. Got the chimney. I think my wicking is actually a little bit long. Okay, there we
No,
go.
it looks fine. That's good.
At least 40 seconds ago, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. I usually put in slightly less, but it'll be all right. Although I don't like that stuff sticking out. But it's not very much. In fact, it's a minuscule amount. So that is pretty good. And what do we end up at? We're at 1.18 ohms, almost 1.2 ohms.
Yes.
I'm going to do the math on that and see where I went wrong. So I was
Ooh,
expecting
tasty.
right at half that. Well, 7...
Well, it's a single coil.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Hmm.
Aha.
And Bob pointed out that I should have wrapped that left-handed, and yep, that's right. I totally wrap unconsciously. I just throw it on there, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I should have turned that around. I couldn't agree with you more. So now we've got the chuff on. I put a little bit of e-liquid in there just for fun. You see how there's just a big gap now. Now it's a top fill, which is my favorite part about this change. And to fill this thing, I'm going to use a magical pipette with my AZ Swag Sauce.
If you fill it through the top, it's going to leak.
Oh, I just accidentally filled it through the... Oh, you mean through the top of the tank?
Yeah.
Even like that, it'll leak?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that the
Vacuum.
Oh, of course. Yeah, right. Oh, then what I should do is, it's not too late. Watch this trick. Yeah, totally. I just hate that screw, dude.
I know, the screw is horrible.
I hate that screw.
Yes, this is the one you have to fill through a screw on the bottom.
Watch this, guys. You're not going to like this. This is how you fill normally. Now, trust me, you will be filling it through the top because that's just how it is. You can't turn the airflow off, but you're going to lose patience with the screw. You will. That's why I was doing it, because I just put it out of my mind. That right there is how you normally fill this.
Yep.
And so I'm just screwing this down real tight. And believe me, you won't be taking a screwdriver with you unless you already have a Goblin Mini. And this thing, the reason I don't use it and I put up with the leaking is that it has an O-ring on it that's completely insufficient. The O-ring actually squeezes out of itself when you screw the thing in, every time almost. So I am going to humor you guys and use this to fill this, but you're also going to see what a waste it is, because look at this minuscule size of that hole. I know for damn sure I'm not getting that in. Yep, so I would rather deal with leaking.
Yeah, just put your fingers over the air holes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's better to take it off your mod, put your fingers over the air holes and fill it to the top.
They made the hole to where the screw goes in a little bit too big, and it when you tighten that one down all the way, it pushes the O-ring around the head of the screw and out the top.
We're about to see it right here on camera, just what you say. So that O-ring, if you tighten it down, the O-ring is too small, and well, the O-ring would be fine, as James says, if they had made the space where the screw goes down in there smaller, but instead there's room for the O-ring just to squeeze out. So that's one reason why I never take it out. I just did that. I'll probably regret it in 5 minutes. But we have enough e-liquid in here right now.
Yeah, Cobra Fire says $100 and a bad fill.
$100 and a bad fill. That is absolutely true.
Sounds like a bad night in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
And it comes with cool. It comes with cool 510s on the other one, but this chuff tip is just its little chuff tip. And I assume you can put a Kennedy one in here, right? Nope. That's just their own chuff tip. You're not putting anything in there. Nothing fits in here, does it? Nope.
I've never tried.
Eventually find something.
Nope, nothing. No, it's way too wide. It's not, and it's way too narrow for a Kennedy one. And
you tried Twisted Messes?
Oh, it's way too small for that. Guaranteed.
Overcast?
That's the Twisted Messes.
Yeah, that's the one I meant. I just couldn't think of the name of the Overcast.
Well, I've got both of the things, but they're too small. It won't fit.
Yeah.
Like, here's the Kennedy size one from the Goon, and it's too big. And this is smaller than the Twisted Messes. Much smaller.
Oh, it's too big?
The hole is bigger than this, but it's much too small for the Twisted Messes.
Yeah.
So this one will not go in here. The Kennedy one won't go in there. But a 510, it just swallows a 510. So it's a custom size, guys.
Yep.
Contact Gator board.
The taste is fantastic. The taste is really good. Yeah.
It's a very good question, Rhonda.
What did she ask?
Don't know.
If they're so great, why crappy screws?
Yeah. I mean, that's really the thing. That's why I think this thing is kind of not worth the money, in my opinion. Is that its position is premium and its price is premium, but there are these little things wrong with it that are just like dumb, like that fill screw and the fact that the airflow isn't adjustable at all, not in the slightest, except by putting in a chuff adapter. It is better with the chuff adapter for the way I build, but it was actually James took out the chuff and put back in the smaller one, and that single coil you had in here was probably a better vape than this.
I don't remember even what was on there.
This doesn't come from Germany. I don't know if we said that, but not this one. We were talking about the K-Fun and the Typhoon and some other ones. And my Earl Koenigen comes from Austria. This is an American device.
Yeah, it's
This is by 528 Custom Vapes, the same people who make the Goon, which is a fantastic RDA. So, we're not impugning 528 Custom Vapes for being any kind of company.
No.
We're just criticizing this device for being maybe a little overpriced for kind of some of the small flaws. That's my opinion. Yum. How about just about 40 watts?
I would buy, if I could find it, I would find the V2 and make sure it has that glass bell cap. You can probably find them for around $50 now. I would totally rock that just because it looks so good.
Yeah, and someone in chat points out that it's important to remember that this deck is the way this deck is because it was the thing before, you know, the Velocity. Before they came up with the Velocity deck, you know, this is the other most copied thing ever. It's this simple design. The Origin had the same kind of thing, and 2 posts, hole in the middle, go right across. And it's because it works well and it's easy to build on. If you do some things like use different screws that have wider pan heads, you know, change the size of the bottom hole, or put in a stiffer or fatter O-ring. Eliminate the bottom one altogether and just give it top or side fill, you know.
If you look at all the RTA tanks from 2014 all the way up until halfway in 2015, they're all that deck.
Yeah, same deck. And then it wasn't until the Velocity, really, that these things started changing. And hell, that was even late last year. I mean, they were still building the same deck into stuff till last August.
I think like the original Goblin by Hude, I think was one of the first ones to utilize the 4-hole or the 3-post with the 4 holes in it.
Yeah, they were. And as a matter of fact, I have a Goblin.
Wasn't that like June, May? I don't remember.
I got mine in July or August, and that was right before the V2 came out.
Yeah, it was. I think they put that one out early 2015, late 2014, maybe.
Yeah. So that was kind of the rage last year. The rage. Let me switch back to the main view here, because I'm vaping. I'm a vaping.
And I'll be quite honest. I didn't start liking to build on tanks until I got this avocado, and you know I'm looking forward to picking up the Griffin and whatnot because it's got the Velocity style. But I never picked up the Aromomizer RTA or anything like that. I haven't had the want, and now you know as experience grows, I do now. But that style, no, I can't do the K-Fun style.
I would bypass the actual 22mm Griffin.
Yeah, I'm going straight for the 25.
Yeah, I don't have a 20. I didn't get a Griffin because I have an avocado. That's honestly why I didn't get one.
I haven't tried the 25 yet, but in the 22, to me, the flavor was very muted.
I've heard that from more than one person, actually.
In all honesty, the Mutank had a lot better flavor.
Did it?
Yeah.
The Mutank.
The Mutank is actually a better tank than the Griffin and all of them.
Yeah. I tell you, this I'm sitting here vaping on this Monster Chuff, and if I had done a vertical, I'd probably like it better. But honestly, your single coil on the smaller one was better flavor. I mean, that's good, but
I think I used stainless.
Did you?
I don't remember.
Did you? I wish you had told me that before I took it out. Although it looks like stainless. I didn't throw it away. It's sitting right here.
I don't remember.
Boneyard?
It could have been stainless.
But I might put that back in later. I don't know.
If it was just a regular triple B, it would have been stainless. If it's anything else, it would have been.
Yeah, a 24 avocado is going to be my jam. Definitely going to get those. And yep. And you know, honestly, I hate to say it, but this crazy X-Tank 4.0 has better flavor than this Chuff Kit on the Monster V3.
Does it?
Yeah,
same build almost. Except this is a dual coil. It's actually, this is my own resting bitch face. Yummy.
Leighton Vape says he's got both and has only used the Griffin once, so I'm assuming he's saying
The Mutank.
the avocado. He's got both the avocado and the
The
Griffin.
Mutank. He's talking about the
Oh,
Mutank.
the Mutank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
new tank is much better.
Totally. Yeah. So, so yeah, this is probably a little overpriced. Is a little fussy with weirdness. Isn't too bad to build on, but if you put anything too fat on there, you can't trap it. So, really, honestly, I'd say bypass the Chuff Kit and go for the regular one. That's just me. Unless you love verticals and you're not going to trap them.
I'm actually upset at the Billow V3.
Why?
It's not a Billow to me.
Because
The
you can't
Billow
build
V1
verticals?
was awesome. It was a nice restrictive lung hit. The Billow V2 was awesome, nice restrictive lung hit. Billow V3, wide open airflow, big clouds, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, right. Aromomizer V2. Yeah. I find those really boring.
Instead of sticking with what they did best, they went with what everybody wanted.
Yeah, something happened last year where this mythos of sub-tanks being better than drippers with wide open airflow happened. Someone got this idea, and I heard a lot of people say that, but it has not been my experience. The best flavor still comes from restricted airflow on high-ohm builds, and you get great airflow on weird clapped-in dual coils and stuff on some of these tanks, but it isn't better, except in the case of the avocado and a couple of more. But maybe I'm wrong about that. But I mean, this Supremo Moonshot is pretty good.
Yeah. I would love to get one of those, but
Better than the Griffin,
expensive.
honestly. The Moonshot? It's $40,
Yeah.
isn't it?
50.
Go to CMC Vapes.
$49.99 everywhere you go.
Except CMC Vapes, where I got this for review. We're at $39.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, please go there. Tell them Juicy sent you.
So I'm about to toss.
But they're
monkey
about to
bread
come out with a
from Liquid
24.
Sky.
Yeah.
Say that again, Skeletor.
I said I got monkey bread from Liquid Sky in my avocado now. I just refilled it.
Cool.
And just so you know, Juicy, brother from another mother, in the avocado, banging.
I can't wait to get the Theorem.
Which one?
Theorem.
Oh, Theorem. Oh, yeah. And did you seriously have that? Did you seriously order that for me?
Yeah.
Well, then there you go, guys. There's your announcement. James is sending me a Theorem, and so I'm so thrilled. And we're having that soon. A lot of you guys already have them, and I cannot fucking wait to do a detailed blow-by-blow in stop motion of every instant of looking at that tank. And I'm very interested in that notch coil.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are too.
I had a guy come into the store yesterday, and he already had his. He said he does not like the notch coil.
That's very interesting. What was his complaint?
I didn't really ask.
I'm definitely interested. Was he a dork? Is that why you didn't ask him? Just kidding.
No, he's actually, he comes in all the time, buys a lot of stuff. He actually had the cuboid mini
Oh,
with the square
gimme.
tank on top.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so
That's-
anything that comes out in there, he normally buys everything.
That's interesting. The cuboid mini looks killer to me. I love mini tanks, and I love the cuboid and Joytech. That just seems like a good idea. And it's got that little square tank is basically like a square cubus, you know. It's like this.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And
I
I've
like
been,
it comes
look
with an
of it.
RBA too.
yeah. And I have the RBA for the Cubus too, and I should unpack that thing and do it for the live show because I haven't done it yet. But I totally should. I've been on this topic of square tanks lately because I got this X-Tank 2.0. Or I'm sorry, X-Tank 4 version 2.
Yes.
X-Tank
Oh,
4.0 version 2.
I've got a KS clone at work, a tobacco KS clone. I should have sent that one to you also.
What's the KS? Oh my god, that's good.
It's kind of a square, weird looking single coil, really restricted
Oh, yeah.
one tank.
Right on. Yeah, that's
Um,
strange. So for you guys who are just tuning in, we got about 10 more minutes of this. We got max. It's about 7:30 right now. And we got started a tiny bit late. And I'm Juicy Jones. It's Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and this is VapeAM, the morning vape show, the only morning vape show in the universe ever.
Word.
Between now and the end of time. Just kidding. And this is Skeletor and Punk Junior Vapes. We were going through the Monster V3 Chuff Kit today. We already gave all our opinion of it, so check out the replay for all that stuff. And now we're just chatting and hanging out. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I do want to give a shout out to one of my customers, Lee.
Cool.
Hey, Lee.
He came in the other day and wanted me to build. He bought a hobo drifter.
Cool.
He wanted me to put a good flavor build on it for him. So I did, and he's like, "All right, how much do I owe you?" And I was like, "You know, you don't owe me anything. It's just coils." So I like at work. I don't charge for coils for, you know,
People who pay for
the
stuff.
cool people.
Yeah.
But he brought me in a bag. And it's like, "Here, just take the bag in the back. Don't open it." You know. I appreciate
Did it have body parts in it?
Yeah, right. Anything illegal?
No, inside the bag there was a Haster V2 RDA.
Whoa.
There was a Triton Mini tank, which is awesome. That takes Nautilus coils.
Oh, that's cool.
And there was a Monster V3 and a Chuff Kit.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. What a nice guy.
Yep.
That is cool. That is so great. So now you have another Monster V3. Yes.
I do.
You're back. You're replenished. And a Haster.
He had the glass Chuff Kit.
Oh.
So it looks a little bit different. That's the one that's in the picture that I posted.
Yeah, the glass Chuff Kit's nice.
Was that one. But yeah, now I have a Squonker. I have a I think I sent you a picture of that one, Juicy.
Yeah, you did.
Aster on the thing.
Yeah, on the Kanger. I was like, wow.
I saw that picture too.
Yeah. Hi to you guys who tuned in late too. I haven't said hi to everybody. I just can't. Labworks Vapes, hi there. Layton's Vapes, you're here. Hello, hello. And there's Travis. Hello, Travis. You've been here for a while. Yeah, so we're just winding down, right? Oh, yeah. So I'm certainly gonna sit here and I might put in the narrow bore back into the Monster. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence here. I actually don't like this as much as I liked it this morning when I was taking it apart.
It's the airflow.
Yeah, it is the airflow. The airflow goes into the side and then comes around. It goes in this way and then has to go around and into the 510 and then up. And I'm sorry, into the positive post and then up. And it just creates a weird feeling. The flavor is pretty darn good. I mean, I really can't fault this thing for flavor for what it is.
It's not smooth.
But it's not a smooth vape. That is really what it boils down to. When you bust out your, even this $9.99 Evogo Velocity, because the velocity is so smooth, the airflow. And when I get my avocado, the airflow is so smooth. Ding. With no matter what build I have in it. So that has something to do with the engineering of the of the airflow inside, and it's got to be because of that weird perpendicular turbulence that happens. And I'm not a huge fan of that, unfortunately. But they did achieve decent flavor, and especially if you like a medium lung hit, but I still just find them kind of expensive. So what is everybody doing in the audience? What are you guys doing today? Anybody got plans? Anybody doing anything? Anybody going anywhere? I'm trying to find an atomizer to put this avocado on. Every time I vape on the moonshot, Rhonda thinks I'm whistling at her. It makes a sound. It's awesome. All right.
I'm getting dry.
Ooh, the avocado. I love you, avocado. The space clapping is really good. I was chatting with Sneets on Instagram. He got his avocado, and I was telling him some stuff about wicking it, and he was like, "Oh, this. Oh, no, I think I outdid it." And then he sent me a note. "Oh, I nailed it." And sent me a picture, and it looked great. It's weird. Avocado wins over the Monster V3 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I'm a fan of 528s. I'm a huge fan of my goon. They could make some changes to it that would make it slightly better, but you know, it's maybe if they rotated the 510 airflow so that it was direct. Maybe that's too much for people. Maybe it caused spitback or leaking. More leaking.
Ah, drop my mod.
Don't drop your mod.
Well, I didn't drop
I'm going to
my
be playing
mod.
Growl all day, probably.
You are?
Probably.
That's fun.
My off day.
That's awesome. I'm going to start a show here on the channel sometime where we're going to play video games. And
Video games?
maybe we'll do WoW too.
Video games.
I don't know. I'm just refilling my atomizer so we can vape out and say hey, hey, hey to all of our friends out there and relax. It's been a nice day. Saturday, we have Vaping Dawn to Dusk. That's going to be probably a DIY show. If not, I'll tell you who's coming on. And Skeletor has another show coming up next week. I'll be back here next Tuesday with another VapeAM. Haven't decided 100% what to do yet there either. But we know that we're doing some standalone reviews of either Liquid Sky or Nubla this week. And
Yep, I'm vaping on the Liquid Sky right now. I've got the monkey bread and the avocado, and I'm dripping on the New York cheese right now.
New York cheese.
Mm.
Yeah, they sent us 4 flavors. They each sent us 4.
Yep. New York cheese, smacks, monkey bread, and dino rocks, and then lightning, thunder, flood, and rain.
Yeah. JT Man points out that the Origin's great. Of course, we know the Origin's great. I'm not about to buy one of those things. I can't afford it. But I already have an Earl Koenigan and a Typhoon GT2, so I'm not going to do much better than that. And I would have to use stainless steel mesh, which I don't want to do. That's one reason I love the avocado is that you get 85 to 90% of the flavor of the Origin, maybe even 95%, and you have 100,000 times easier building in every way.
Yeah, Yeti says he sure wishes he had a Phenom. I tell you what, I've had this for about a week now, and I'm absolutely in love with this mod.
Oh.
Yeah.
Limitless has a new RDTA.
Yeah,
They
have you
do.
seen it? Skeletor just sent me a picture. We all need to talk about this.
I'm just
Yes.
looking at it. I saw it in the chat.
Yeah, I want that thing. I want all of us to have one of those things. I want JT Munn to get one in the mail. I want me to get one in the mail. I want you to get one in the mail.
They're going to be like $100.
Ooh,
Oh,
better be good.
better
The
be
limitless
damn.
RDAs are 110. Just the RDA is 110. So they're probably going to be pretty damn expensive.
No O game. Wow. Yeah, they probably will be. I forgot about that. I can't believe we didn't mention that. That would normally be something that I would definitely mention. But I want one of those things too, and I want to know what everyone else thinks too. I want us all to get one at once and all talk about it together. It'd be really fun. Because there's like a lot of stuff we can do that. Hey, Shane Smith, here too. So it looks like we're just about to get out of here. Yeah, we got like 2 more minutes.
I'm going to juice up then.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you, and we love all you guys that show up, and thanks to JT Munn and Labworks and Shane Smith, Rhonda, I mean everybody, Yeti, of course. There's just absolutely nobody I'm not grateful to for coming on the show. And then let's see if I can get a big list going. It's April and B-Man and James and Yeti's uncle and Travis and Shane and Ryan and Rhonda and Owen and Labworks and JT. I already said that. Hey, anyway, you guys are all great, and Brandy and everybody else. So we love all you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the look at the Monster V3. And we're just going to vape out and see you guys here in the inner tubes.
For real. Remember, everybody, kick cigarettes, vape on, stay cloudy, and as always, peace out.
Peace.
Thank you.
We are here, though.
Haha.